friends. So today we're going to talk about rain and thunder and lightning and tornadoes and hurricanes. Now the first thing we're going to talk about is the rain that comes out of the sky. So we did our science experiment where we saw how we dropped a couple of the drops on the top and it made the rain on the bottom, right? Also, same thing with this one. We had the clouds, which were the, there you go, you see that? Ooh, oh no, I dropped water. Oh no, let me drop my water, hold on. Just dropped it on my papers. So, the what are these things called? The cotton balls. The cotton balls got full of water, and then, because they got so full, it started to rain. So we made rain in a cup. See? It's like the rain coming out of the sky. Alright, let me dry my fingers. Stop. Jackies. So, when it rains, the water comes out of the sky. And if it's warm, it comes down as water. If it's cold, what does it come down as? It comes down as snow or sleet or hail. Now, hail is like little chunks of ice that falls from the sky. Because as you go higher, even though you're getting close to the sun, it gets colder as you go up towards the clouds. So as it gets colder, the water turns from liquid, which is like this, liquid, to a solid, which is ice. And then it forms into a cloud, and then slowly it gets so heavy that it melts. As soon as it comes out of the cloud, the sun starts to hit it, and then it melts to water. But if it's not warm, like in the winter, it stays snow. Or if it's coming down too fast, sometimes it comes down as hail in the summer. It's very weird. Weather's crazy. You know who studies weather? A meteorologist. A meteorologist is a scientist that studies weather. He sees the wind that comes in, he sees the temperature. He's the one that puts what the weather is. In our Zoom the other day, I asked what the weather was, and someone told me the temperature, which is how hot or cold it was outside, and what if it was sunny or not. That's why sometimes on the news or when we go on our apps, it tells us what it predicts it to be. That's what meteorologists do. A meteorologist is a person that studies weather. Now, while they're studying weather, sometimes they predict, which is they guess what they think is going to happen from what they see. They make predictions, and they predict what the weather's going to be. Sometimes they predict that it's going to be sunny or cloudy or a chance of rain, and sometimes they predict something that we don't love. They predict thunderstorms or lightning storms. Now, those happen because there's little pieces of ice in the clouds, like I said, and in the ice, sometimes it rubs together and it makes a spark, and that makes the lightning. And that sound of the spark, listen, can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear it on there. The snap, it's so loud in the sky that we hear it as thunder. So that's why we hear thunder snap. When we hear it snap, it's just the sound of the light being rubbed together. It's not going to hurt us. There's nothing coming down from the sky except for rain or sleet or hail or snow. It won't hurt us though. So when we hear the sound, it's just noise. You know how when we have the fire alarm, excuse me, cough. When we hear the fire alarm, we just say it's just noise. The noise won't hurt us. But there's a fun trick you can do. I did when I was little. I don't know if it really works, but it's fun to do anyway. If you see it's really raining and it's dark and it's cloudy and they have those gray clouds and you see lightning, if you count after you see the lightning how long, that'll tell you how far away it is. If it's a short count, if it's like 1, 2, 3, boom, then it's close. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it takes a long time before you hear the noise, it's far away. So that's a fun thing. So if you hear thunder, just think it's just the lightning coming out of the sky. It won't hurt us. And lightning is electricity. You know how you turn on the light? That's what we call lightning. You turn on the light, you press the button on and off, or you press your iPad on or your computer. Electricity comes and it gets formed. That's how electricity was discovered. A long, long time ago, back in the 1700s, there was a man named Benjamin Franklin. He was one of the first settlers. He came here, and he was doing an experiment. He wanted to see what was the lightning all about. So you know what he did? He got it's a silly story, but he got a kite, which he put in the sky and the wind blows, during a storm, which isn't the safest thing, and he saw how he connected to a key, and he saw how the electricity made the key work. It was really cool, and that was the kind of, he discovered electricity. You know, that quote means maybe, maybe not. He discovered electricity, or so we think, but it's pretty cool. That's it. That's how we learned about how the lightning is really electricity, and the sound is just the sound of it snapping. Okay. Now, during storms, there's just rain, but sometimes there's special storms. There's tropical storms, there's hurricanes, or there's tornadoes. So first thing we're going to talk about is a hurricane. Now, a hurricane's a big swirl that goes over the ocean. Here's my hurricane picture. Well, I had a picture of a hurricane. It went away. Okay, here. Now, hurricane's kind of like a swirl like that. It looks like a big cloud swirling all around. The inside is called the eye, and the outside is just the outside of it. Now, let's talk about hurricanes. Hurricanes form, they pick up the water from the land. They pick up the water, so they usually happen on the coast. So where's a hurricane? Where are we? Let's get our globe and stop. Wait, no, sorry, that's Asia. Let's go to America. Where's America? There's America. So, our globe. Where do we live? We live on the, where we go? We live on the East Coast. So we live right by the water. And over here in the islands, they have a lot of tropical storms because they have a lot of water. So the winds blow together and they pick up water and they swirl all around when cold air and hot air mix. And then they make a hurricane. And sometimes the hurricane's winds are so strong that they blow things over. Sometimes they cause flooding or tsunami. Tsunami is like a huge wave, like a tidal wave. You ever been at the beach and you see those big scary waves? Sometimes the waves are really, really big. And that's where hurricanes come from. Then the opposite of a hurricane is a tornado. Now, tornadoes don't really happen by us because we're on the coast. We're right here on the East Coast. Remember, north, south, east, west? We're on the East Coast. And tornadoes don't really happen to us. They happen in the middle of the country right here because there's not really too much water and there's wind and a lot of dirt. So let's see. I'm going to show you guys Tornado Alley. Right. It might be a little hard to see because my paper, there we go. Let's see if we can do it thinner. Oh, you can see better. Okay, so right down here in the middle, this is a place called Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley is in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Those are the 5 states where it happens. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, those are the 5 states where usually there's tornadoes that happen. And the tornadoes are, another word for tornado is a twister. Let's see if you guys can see the twister here. That's a twister. The tornadoes pick up the wind around them. They swirl all around. Sometimes they start out of nowhere and then just end out of nowhere. Now let's read what it says. A tornado is a rapid spinning tube of air. Tornadoes touch the ground below and the clouds above. So it's kind of a cloud coming down, spinning around with wind. Tornadoes are sometimes called twisters because the air is twisting around in a tube shape. A tornado that occurs over water is called a waterspout. So we really don't have tornadoes that come to us, like I said, but they do happen in the middle of the ocean. They're waterspouts. It just picks up a bunch of water and spins it all around, and then it goes away. Tornadoes can destroy buildings, pull trees out of the ground, and pick up cars. Wow, that's some strong tornadoes. Most tornadoes travel a few miles before exhausting themselves and disappearing. Exhausting means they get tired. You know, you guys you jump around so much, you get exhausted, you get tired. That's what exhausted is. Sometimes it just picks up so much speed, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I'm done. Tornadoes happen in an area nicknamed Tornado Alley, like we just talked about. They happen in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and sometimes Florida. Oh, my paper didn't say Florida. It said North Dakota, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. Be prepared for tornadoes by having a plan of where you go in your house in case there's a tornado. And you should always have an emergency kit. So you should have flashlight, batteries, a first aid kit, bottle of water, and a radio. If there's a tornado watch, that means tornadoes are possible in your area. If there's a tornado warning, that means tornadoes in your area and you seek shelter. Now, seeking shelter means you have to go somewhere where it's safe. In the Midwest, which is what we call this area where Tornado Alley is, we call it where are we? The Midwest. because we're in the middle and the west side, they have something called a tornado shelter. So they go underground. So in case a tornado comes, they don't get sucked up, their house don't get set up. Have you guys ever seen this really cool movie? It's kind of old. And let's see if you guys can think what the movie is. Guys, this is gonna be a long video, so don't worry. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna try to end it in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna do it quick. I know you guys might be getting bored. It's more fun when you're here because then we get to talk. But now you just listen to me real quick. So there is a movie about a girl named Dorothy who wears ruby slippers, her house gets sucked up in a tornado and lands in a magical place in Munchkinland. And she has to go down a yellow brick road, and on the way she meets a scarecrow and a tin man and a lion, and she's going to see someone special, but someone's trying to stop her. It's the Wicked Witch of the West. Remember we were talking about witches and we watched how the witch, she melted away? She said, I'm melting. That was the story. The movie is called The Wizard of Oz. If you guys want to watch, you should tell Mommy and Daddy, say, I want to watch The Wizard of Oz, so you guys know what story I'm talking about. It's a really great movie. It was a book made in, I think, the 1920s. You know why they made it in the 1920s? Because there was a huge hurricane that took place then. Let's see, where's the paper? I think it told me there was a hurricane that happened, yep, here we go, in 1925. So this inspired the story of The Wizard of Oz. In 1925, the worst tornado in the world struck 3 states. Almost 2,000 people were hurt. In some towns, not one building was left. The 219-mile path was one of the longest ever known. So someone saw this tornado and they wrote a story about it. Isn't that cool? All right, I'm gonna talk about the tornado speeds real quick, and then I'll give you guys a couple of questions, and then we'll be done. So they're broken into 6. They have an F0, F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5. You see how the red? That is one of the most dangerous ones. There's hardly ever F5s, but sometimes there's F4s, and they destroy things. They can range from 65 to 85 miles, which is just really, really hard winds blowing. Or 80 something to 110, that's really fast. 110 to 135, that's so fast. 135 to 165, that's faster than most cars go. 166 to 200 miles, that's super fast, that's scary. You gotta make sure you guys are going underground for that one. And then 200 miles, that's a lot. So the F0 is minor damage, F1 is roof damage, F2 is home damage, F3 is building damage, F4 is trains get tossed. Do you know how heavy trains are? And that's how big it is. It's crazy. So I want to show you guys something really cool. Let me see. I think I have a bottle. I'm going to bring you guys to the sink and I'm going to show you how you can make a tornado in water. It's going to be really cool. Right, come with me, guys. After we do this tornado, oh, I can't wait, You guys having fun over there? All right, hold on. Let's get our bottle. Here we go. Got a bottle? Okay, so all you do is get a bottle, and you get it filled with water. So, I'm going to fill it up with water, and we're going to see it. We're going to make a thing out of it. I thought I had the bottle full of water. I was wrong. You know how Miss Desiree is. Sometimes she doesn't have it all together, but it's still fun. So, here we go. Okay, so we have our bottle full of water. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to bring you guys down here to our sink. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to spin it around. I'm going to show you guys something really cool. Let's see if you guys can see it. Oh, did you see that? It was kind of like a tornado. I'm going to put some color in it and we try it again, okay? What should we do? Should we do red or blue? I'm going to do blue. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm back. Okay, I'm going to fill it up with some blue water. Whoa. There we go. All right. Then we're going to fill it with more water. Come on. This is really fun. I like doing this. All right. And we'll do it again. Okay, so we're gonna take it, we're gonna spin it around. Let's put some light in the back so you guys can see it. And see if you guys can see it. Whoa! That was crazy, right? Ooh, it smells weird. I think there's a lot of ink in there. One more time, real fast. I'm having too much fun, guys. All right, we're gonna do it short, okay? Ooh, spin, 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 spin. Whoa! Super fun, super cool. All right, guys, that was lots of fun. Put my thing in back in here. Always clean up our mess. You don't have Miss Pam here to be my helper. You know how Miss Pam loves to help Miss Desiree keep organized. All right, let's go back. All right, guys, that was all about tornadoes and hurricanes and rain and thunder. I know it was a long video, but it all had to do with a lot of wind. All right, friends, I miss you guys so much. And I hope you guys do that bottle experiment at home. And if you guys try the cloud experiment that I did in our Zoom, send me a picture or send me a video. I'd love to see that. You can check the Padlet for that. And I think we're going to do, I don't know when I'm posting this. I think I might post it on Thursday morning. So I'm probably going to see you guys for your individual Zooms. We're going to play a game in Zoom. What we're going to do is, if we didn't play it already, because I don't know when I'm posting this, I like to keep it real with you guys. You know how Miss Desiree is. I don't fake. And plus, I don't redo my videos. So this is how it really is. Because if you were in class, Miss Desiree couldn't redo her day. So what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. It's been a long quarantine, guys. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait for you guys to come back so that we can do all our fun learning in school. But until then, you get to see Miss Desiree go crazy by herself over here trying to figure things out. I miss you guys so much. If you guys have any questions about this, save them for our Zoom. Or you guys can just send me a little email. Tell Mommy that you send me emails. Or you guys can send a video and put it on our Padlet. And I will send you guys a video back. All right. Sorry this is such a long one. But I miss you guys and I miss talking to you. I'll see you guys very, very soon, hopefully. Bye.